welcome to
Empty Nesters.
I'm Jill Whelan.
I'm Leah Mangum.
And so we were just talking,
Yes, we were.
Leah and I, about how,
We talk all the time.
right,
yes.
but this particular subject was just so,
Yeah.
I think we all think about this, is when our kids are getting ready to finally leave the nest and go to college or go to do their jobs, whatever it is they're going to go do. It's all of a sudden like a first date again with your spouse.
Yeah.
Like you have to relearn who you are without all the distractions that come along with it, whether it be,
absolutely.
you know, doing laundry, having to take the kids there. You don't have date night
Driving
unless
them to the airport. Like just
Right.
something as simple as that. I did all
appointment
the time.
sex.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's important.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once they're gone,
Right.
like how do you?
Woo! We're like teenagers all over again, right?
Well, that's so funny
We can
because
do anything we want.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm starting to enjoy this now.
my whole thing was, oh no, they're leaving, and my husband's like, yes. So it's interesting
There's gonna be a
because
little bit of both, right?
guys
There's
can have
gonna
maybe a different opinion
Yeah.
than we do, and it's,
Absolutely.
I really probably should sit down and have this conversation with my husband, but
Yeah.
we can have this conversation with Jonathan,
My
your
husband.
husband,
Yeah, absolutely.
because he's here.
Yeah.
So let's just bring in Jonathan Mangum,
There you go.
star of Whose Line Is It Anyway,
hi.
and also Let's Make a Deal.
Is this
and-
appointment sex? You brought a friend? Okay. All right.
Well, this is going to be a whole different kind of conversation.
Jill will talk later.
Good thing it's not improv, because then we have to say yes and.
Oh,
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, how are you?
Annie.
Good. So, what is your situation? How are you feeling about
About
This is
what?
so uncomfortable. I feel like I shouldn't be here right now, but go ahead. I'll listen.
the kids finally leaving the nest and all of that? Like, do you have any anxiety?
Like most dads, I will say I am overjoyed that they are done and leaving.
Yeah.
And
But you know what? I know you're joking, but it also allows us, because we're concerned, it allows you to not worry or care. Right?
yes, I've stopped caring now, so things are much
You know
different.
what I mean, worrying.
Yeah, there's it means you've succeeded.
Yeah.
And now they are free and will become adults, and it's mission success, right?
Yeah, but free just sounds so scary, right?
Well, don't worry, kids, because I've had a couple of boomerangs. So
Oh,
Oh.
here
yeah.
they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, coming back is fine, but you want them to go you want them to fail
Right.
and make mistakes, because
Yes.
that's how they're going to learn. Because we don't teach them anymore. Now they have to learn from making mistakes. So it's kind of like pushing out of the nest. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
birds do. They
Yeah.
push them, and if they go down, some of them beak first in the dirt, never hear from them again.
That's why we have extras.
Yes, that's why we have extra. Oh, you mean extra kids?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not extra nests.
Yeah, extra. Yeah.
Oh,
That
my
gets into a
word.
whole different category.
Yes, never thought of that.
Yeah.
He tells us, this is something he says all the time, you gotta let them fail, but gosh, is that hard?
It
It's
is.
so hard, and I think you're an amazing parent. You're phenomenal. But the day-to-day does land more on the person that's home or working from home, right?
Yes.
And
that's you.
that is me.
And you did such a great job at that, so I can stop caring.
But I'm gonna live with that good job of not having them here.
Like what do you look
I wish
forward
I sucked a little bit, but go ahead.
What do you guys both look forward to the most when the
Easy.
kids
Them not taking the clothes out of my closet and wearing my shirts and my dress shirts and my belts. I don't have any belts. I can't find any belts. I walk around.
It's like
my
you're in
pants.
prison.
It is. They stole my belts. They steal my shirts. It's really disappointing.
They really do.
And to have my own clothing back will be nice.
Nice. And Leah, what do you look forward to the most?
I think it's just knowing that we're alone, right? Because a lot of times we want to talk about them and we can't because they're like, they might come in.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that. Jonathan starts talking like, quiet, they're in the next room. And he's like, oh, I'm
Yes.
just talking. What did I say wrong? Right. So the ease.
The great irony that Leah tells me to be quiet. I say 8 words a day. And some of the words she tells me is to be quiet.
And it's also, I find that we're always talking like this all the time.
Yeah.
Because you never know a kid's going to walk in and 10 friends.
Yeah.
So I find our conversation to be a little more muted. Oh, you're making me cry.
I think for me, the thing that I'm looking
Yes.
forward to is knowing that when I go into the refrigerator,
Yes.
that the empty milk carton will not be in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yes.
That will be fabulous.
Yeah.
I will always know where my power cords are for my phone.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
It'll also be nice, having boys, and you have boys too, is to not have a super crusty sock just on their floor.
Yes. Well, to be actually able to open the door.
Yes.
And not get a waft of boyness.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Toilet seats, clean.
Yep.
I have, honestly, our kids just say, here's our laundry, Mom, and just dump it in the kitchen floor. Somehow that has become the laundry bin. I'm not sure.
Or they'll just walk into our closet and
Yes.
take their clothes off and just leave it on the closet floor too. They do that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's a way to go.
Yeah.
Our bathroom is the bathroom, by the way. Like, they
yeah.
use our bathroom for everything. They have a bathroom, but they use
They're like, I
our
don't know,
bathroom.
why would I poop in my bathroom when you can go poop in yours? And I can't really argue with the logic.
I mean, you should just start pooping in their bathroom.
I've tried. It's filthy. You don't want to go in there.
You don't want to go in there,
No,
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
And then you think about what does their dorm bathroom look like? Because I have experience in that.
Right, right.
I went to my eldest, my 28-year-old's dorm bathroom,
Right.
and they don't have a maid service where he went to
Yes,
school.
right, right. You mean a mother?
Yes.
Because I am
So
the maid service.
I actually went to the dollar store and I bought every cleaning supply,
Yeah.
gloves,
Yeah.
and I brought them in. You're going to think I cleaned it. No, I gave them to them.
Ah.
I love that you called the college janitor staff maid service. that's some bougie shit right there, Jill.
Oh, this was a commuter college.
Okay,
So
okay.
we're not talking. His frat house,
Oh,
I actually finally had to call the school who owns it because it was filled with cockroaches.
oh my gosh.
We went to cook one night. My sister-in-law and I went to do taco night.
Right.
And we just kind of went, no, we'll do our dishes at home. We're not going to stay.
Right, right.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
I do have to say something back on the subject of him and I, that like we've been going out now, you and I. Normally he's like, do you want to get dinner? I'm like, what are the kids doing? Like, I need to know what the kids are doing. He's like, just come out to dinner. And now I say, I'm going out to dinner.
Yeah.
Or if you have a show, I'm like, I'm going to the show. And we do this. I'm like, I still like him. Like, I like hanging out with him. I like spending time with him. And that's new. Like, because we haven't, right? You know what
It's
I'm
great. It's so great.
Well, you've had so many
Oh, yeah, I know.
distractions.
No, but
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Yes,
And you're waiting for the time.
I am now back on the focus area.
On my agenda.
I have some attention now. It's nice.
But that is so true because that is such a tricky thing in a marriage
Yeah.
because when the kids become the whole focus, it's like not watering the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not pruning the garden and doing all the things you need to do to keep
Right.
the marriage healthy.
And I would want you to have the focus on the
Yes,
kids.
and
I
it
want
allowed
you to go work.
to work, right? I mean, I work as well, but it allowed you to,
Yes, absolutely.
But it's a sticky wicket
Yeah.
if you don't,
yeah,
if you really don't have an affinity for each other in the beginning. I mean, it's all about respect and because I feel the same way about Jeff.
Right, right.
'Cause I like him. I mean, I like being with him.
Right.
I like hanging out with him.
right, yeah,
We learned that in COVID.
yeah,
Where
yeah, for sure.
obviously we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And the fact that we all survived okay
Right,
Yeah.
right,
is
yeah,
pretty special when you think about
absolutely,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I look forward to spending more time with you.
Well, I look forward to spending more time with you.
Maybe I should leave. I'm not sure. Oh, hello. Get a room.
You guys did a good job of talking about all these pros.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Raising the kids. Why don't we hit some cons?
There are
Yeah.
none.
That's what Jeff would say too. There are none. All right, you tell me what the cons are. And I know the first one is just missing them.
Oh, there's two special things for me. One thing is when we're all four in the car together. That makes me so happy. I don't care if we're going, it's just to get fish tacos down the street or a sporting event or even just driving around looking at decorations for whatever holiday it is, just to have the four of us in a car joking around, listening to music that we all like to listen to. It's such a wonderful feeling for me to know that everyone's safe and we're together. And the other one is I love when I know everyone's in the house at night. Do you know what I mean? That I can finally go to sleep. I can turn out the lights and I can sleep. You're snoring because you know I'm on stay awake duty, and you know that I will not sleep until the kids are in our house, and if they're not, I will wake you up. So, right?
Are you telling me this as if I didn't know?
Well, but I totally agree with you. But what I will tell you, having had one now out of the house because he's 28,
Sure.
that once they're out of the house,
Right.
you don't think about it. You don't think about it unless they come back to
Right.
visit and they're staying with you.
Yeah, that
And
makes
then you're
sense.
right back into
Yeah.
it's midnight. Why aren't
Yeah,
they
yeah,
here?
yeah.
Where are they? And they've been on their own
course,
forever.
of
and
course.
but you still, but so that will dissipate.
No,
But
yeah.
it really, I'm telling you,
Okay,
it does.
I believe you.
Because
I
you're going to
do,
be
I
spending
do.
nights and nights and nights not knowing where they are anyway, and you finally
Right.
get used to that new normal.
But I know what I'll do every night. I'll be like, good night, love you.
No,
and
you
then
won't.
wait till I get the text back. Oh, yes, I will, Jill.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to make yourself nuts if you do
Well,
that.
I do.
I will miss.
You're right about that.
I liked it when they were right around 15, 16, they could start watching movies, adult movies. And so I
yes.
like sharing those things with them,
Yes.
movies and different experiences.
Yeah.
And so, but that now they don't really want to watch movies with us anymore.
Yeah,
And
and the
that-
holidays, like I'm gonna fight to get them here for every holiday, but that's important to me.
I
That's so
completely
important
agree.
to me.
I
So 4th of July, like every holiday, Veterans Day. I don't care what the holiday
Arbor
is. I
Day.
want them here. I will make up holidays to get them here.
I don't doubt that.
I know.
I will say my favorite thing, even though I don't like football season because I lose my husband for
Right.
the better part of a Sunday afternoon.
Sure.
What I love so much is when all of the kids are in the house, because they're all boys, so between us we have 4.
Right.
And they're all watching the game, and I'm in the kitchen making whatever, and they're
Right.
screaming, and they're
Yeah.
da, 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 da. I love that. And I love in the summertime when we're all in the backyard and they're playing cornhole
Yeah.
or we're playing,
Right.
volleyball or whatever. That's the stuff that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's this,
Yeah.
it's that.
So that's our next.
Time.
This is what we have to do now. Let them go, but then hold on to them for these events.
That's
Right?
exactly
Is
right.
that what we're doing?
But we can't do a bouncy house anymore, so we have to do some, like maybe a margarita bar or whatever we can do. Jonathan's like,
I don't know.
What events can we do for 20-year-olds? Like, what?
I just told you, beer pong.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's all
21
drinking,
year old.
right? Oh yeah, 21.
Yeah, well,
so
welcome
we've
to
got
21,
that. We've
honey.
got that college age,
Yeah,
right?
That's what they want to do.
I know, but we have to do something that we
The
can
more
excite them.
events you have, the less they will want to come to your events.
Oh,
that is
no.
my male perspective.
Oh, but can I tell you?
See, that's important though.
We do a really good.
You said I first.
I did, and then I corrected because now you're back in my life. You're back in. We do a caroling party every year.
That is so
and
much
there
fun.
was a time that our kids were like, they did not really enjoy being a part of it, but it was, you're a part of the family, you're coming with us. And now they're asking how many friends can they invite.
See, that's
so
genius.
there
That's
you go.
genius.
I've been planting this seed for 10 years. Yeah, so it's working.
Okay, so it takes organization. Well,
yeah,
I'm out.
you got to start planning ahead.
3 maximum yearly events,
Ah.
and they will be at all of them. You go 5, they'll
All
start
right,
the.
all right. I'll keep it to 3.
But here's what
Halloween
happens.
worked.
What do we do?
made it happen.
Because we all have boys.
Yeah.
Is when they have a girlfriend who wants to go to her parents.
Oh,
This-
my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've always had a rule that they can only date an orphan. So,
Okay.
or somebody of a different religious faith,
Okay.
so that I can always have Christmas.
Right.
And I mean, right now I've lucked out with my son because his girlfriend, who is stunningly beautiful, and I love her parents, but they don't live in town. So the good thing is they're also from a different country, so they don't celebrate Thanksgiving and they don't celebrate
Oh,
Christmas.
there you go.
Oh.
So he.
What do they celebrate?
Diwali.
Okay.
And
What do they do in Diwali?
I have absolutely no idea, but I would like to know because I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you write in and let us know at the podcast Instagram what it is to you and what happens on those days.
On those days, EmptyNestersPodcast.com.
There you go. And I'd like to learn.
Well, we have a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
We have a lot of learning to do, and this is, an evolving process for all of us.
Planning, exploration.
Yeah, we've got it's all happening.
romance.
And
whether-
that's my cue.
Yeah.
But you guys have a nice romantic fun time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to the market.
Now? You mean
Oh,
now?
this
Yeah,
is
well, I'm
very-
going to go to the market.
All right.
This is
I
very
gotta go.
strange. All right.
I got to go.
We have approval? Are the kids out of the house?
I don't know about that, but I have to get Grant, so I'm out.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have fun.
Thanks
Can
for
you
joining us, Jill.
shut these 3 cameras off on your way out?
I will
We
absolutely.
can keep one on.
No.
Well, I'm going to take my mic and leave.